I've done some more research. We can only get normal Chinchampas with the areas that we're looking to unlock right now.
Interesting. That is good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what?
I'm
Just trying to craft this
RuneScape's-
armor still. Actually, what is there a better way to get this gear? Or
You
do you just
buy
have to
it.
make it?
Bard.
Market board.
Buy it
Yeah,
and
you
make
can
it.
buy it off the market.
There's none for sale in Hyperion.
Ooh.
It's been bought out.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Someone was trying
Make-
to sell the pieces for caster for like 300k each.
You know what? I bet it
Businessman.
works. I bet somebody knows that people are doing
I
it.
world traveled to get it for 60k. I was unwilling.
Oh, I'm just like scavenging all my retainers now, and it's still like probably slower than just world hopping.
That's how you corner the market though. You just watch this sheet for updates, and every time you just go like post a bunch of that gear on the market board.
Who wasn't ready? I gotta check.
Me.
Oh, okay.
Be ready in a second. Oh, and creative wasn't ready as well.
Okay.
Really, only regular?
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well,
Black chins are wilderness, and red
They are
chins
wilderness.
are
largely Prifddinas.
Mandarin or Tirowin.
Yeah. Okay.
We could swap to the wilderness.
I was thinking that, but
Thinking instead of Varlamora, we go wilderness.
that was my original idea.
You get infinite money from the agility course, which you can then spend at the Chaos Altar for max prayer really fast.
We can talk about this later.
I mean, we're just waiting, and once
We are
everyone's
just
ready,
waiting.
it's not a bad idea.
Y'all should play the leagues coming up.
And
What?
legends.
Old school
The
RuneScape,
RuneScape
baby.
leagues.
Leagues 5.
It's a limited time 8-week game mode where everyone starts with a fresh account, but it's like gamified to the max. There's
Isn't that
regional-
Iron Man?
it is an Iron Man mode, but it's more than that. There are like special passive relics that you get that you build up on your character. All experience rates are start quintupled and get faster over time. And you have a set of like a couple hundred different tasks and challenges you do, which unlock more relics, which are like passive bonuses on your account. And you are region locked, so you can only pick a couple different regions to permanently unlock for the character. It's a limited
Interesting.
time game mode. It's just fun.
I can never play RuneScape because I don't like number go up.
That's
Um,
insane.
That's crazy.
But
I
number
just
go
First
up,
number go
yeah.
down.
My coworker will
it
talk to me about
it
RuneScape
doesn't-
all the
it doesn't
time.
drive me.
He'll just like talk to me about RuneScape, Iron Man, and I no idea what anything's about, but he'll talk to me for like hours about it.
The whole point
Like,
of
dude,
Iron
go
Man
do your
is
job.
It's just a single player game.
Go do your fucking job.
I'll be in a meeting, I'll see he's on Rune Light. I'm like,
Let's go.
Let's go. Don't worry. He's still paying attention to the meeting.
uh-huh.
He's probably just fishing.
Okay, I'm a bit confused on the weapon because it says you need a HQ weapon.
Yeah,
that-
high
Or
quality.
Blue tier counts. Blue tier counts for
Damn it.
645. So if you have
What
void
do-
cast, that will
A
work.
void cast. That does work.
Yeah, that
Yes,
works.
because blue tier
Okay.
is the same stats as high quality.
Okay, I was just making sure because like
Yeah, I had the same thought for 11 yesterday. Not yesterday, but like last week when we went. Whenever.
I'm running no pants. And then food, 520 or 415.
Did we get limit break in 11?
No one used it.
Well, I don't
Or
think we got
did
it
we even
at
get
all. Because
I
I
don't
know
remember
we would
You're
wipe.
not supposed. You're not
We would wipe it
supposed to.
prismatic, and it wouldn't even be at like 1 bar.
Well, I mean, I'm reading the document, and according to damage scaling, a LB1 will do equivalent damage to an LB3 for week 1.
Oh, okay.
So
That makes sense because the weapon damage.
exactly.
Yeah.
So an LB2 is 2 LB3s, and an LB3 is apparently equivalent to 3 LB3s. So we only need to get, if we have LB1, we could theoretically use it, but anything more than that's going to be crazy. But I don't know if we're actually going to generate more than LB1.
From looking at a replay, we never got an LB1.
It's probably gonna be the case.
How close are we?
Like, yeah, let me look at it again because it just
If we weren't
closed
even
it.
close, then
We were kind of close.
hypothetically, it might be something we see in a 4th fight, is what I'm thinking.
Like, I would say 80%? 75, 80, maybe 80, 85, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Okay, does the food matter if it's high quality or? Okay, then I'm ready.
Normal quality.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Actually, 1 second. These hands. Can you downgrade Can you downgrade items still or no?
Yeah.
Where is that?
It's like, it should be an option if you right click it.
Right click, lower quality.
Okay. But like where?
You might have had it hidden.
You might have to unequip it first. It won't work while you're wearing it.
Oh.
Should be like the first option.
Okay, it's not there. So
You
I
might have it
wonder
hidden.
how do you unhide it?
Go to character configuration, item settings, and then subcommand customization. And check if you have it unchecked.
I do, because I remember one time I did something I didn't want to do. Okay, so I'll check that. Okay, I'm ready. Sorry.
Okay. Just another one real quick.
I had to get my stuff too.
Oh,
Fuck.
Let's do this.
I'm still on my VPN. Whoops.
Oh, I don't remember this fight at this point.
I've never done.
I
it.
remember most of it. Well, no, I don't remember most of it.
That's fine. Just pull it. got some good shit.
It does have some good
There's-
shit. I will agree with you there.
There's not enough people in the No Pants gang.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
Wow, I'm just out here with ass out and no one else. Messed up.
I've got my ass
Mine's out. You just
out,
can't tell
but
because
it's
I've got a weird
underneath.
coat.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see. It's like secretive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
secret ass out.
Secret
I
mooting.
mean, my ass is hidden by the skirt. Covers the back.
But at least you know, we're all getting some breeze.
That's what I like when I'm standing on an ice pillar.
Yeah,
Nice cool breeze.
that's the whole reason we do it, right?
It's true.
See if this kills us.
Oh, that's fine.
That was with my 10%.
I didn't
though.
pre-shield at the start because I ran out of time.
Look at her.
Oh wait.
Oh,
You were
That's why.
fooled.
Ah, you guys
Yeah.
looked
Did you
at
look
it.
at
No,
Seems like
what?
it.
Oh,
No,
oh,
have
oh.
wallet.
Mode.
Wallet. This is the wrong fight.
This is normal, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm like, why are we getting telegraphed?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It's like, huh.
I was waiting for the mirrors. The mirrors like the
This
first thing she
felt
does.
really slow. I'm waiting for the mirrors.
That's so funny.
Make sure Echo is.
It's off. So I just accidentally. I swear, one of these days I'm like, I'm gonna do it on purpose or something.
One of these days, I'm gonna fucking do it.
He's Lena's being an influence on you.
All right.
Gotta relearn my opener.
Actually, okay. So I have like these that I pulled from. So
Ooh, the light rampant markers.
yeah.
How do I ramp the light?
Great question.
what was this strat called again? People would freak out about
Ice
this.
strat?
There was like 5 different strats.
There's
A
like
bunch of them.
there's like the Iliad and the bow tie.
Ilya, that was the strat everyone used until like 8 weeks later into the fight, and then started fighting over.
Yes.
Ah,
Sasuke.
people are
There's a
freaking over,
Sasuke and the
like,
Naruto strat.
Week 2 and 3. Like it was.
The Melbourne hook is the one that I always remember because it had the best name.
I just remember the strong and gun one. And then there was another one after that, but PF and Primal did not want to switch from Ilya at all, and people kept trying to.
There was riots in the street.
All right, let's do it right this time. Make sure you have food.
I was about to say, another thing is that AoE didn't kill us either.
Mhm.
Admitted it.
We had like no mit.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
They
I
didn't
wonder if
throw
we die
anything
here,
out.
and then like nothing happened. I was like, oh, I wonder if we just like gig admitted it. Okay, there we go.
That seems better. Now the mirrors should spawn.
Mirror.
Oh god.
I drive forward. Drive forward.
Forward.
Ah, damn it!
Oh,
You do not drive forward.
I did
Yep,
drive
oh, I
forward
was
in
right.
time.
I was right. I was right.
okay, I remember this now.
Yeah,
Yep, and then move over. Yep.
Boy,
Yeah.
oh boy.
I'm
This is
trying to
gonna be a
remember which
self-
mirror did
learn.
which.
You would stoke the fires. Come.
driving.
You don't have to move very much for these, by the way.
Get this.
A
Oh,
little bit.
I thought
If you're
say a
standing
little.
like on the marker right here, you can basically be like one side and the other.
Right.
I remember this piece of optimization because no one in PF did that.
I did because I was playing Black Mage this year. Oh no, I don't have a Suno on my bar. Thank you.
Oop, my bad.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Okay, I don't remember this.
Oh. How do I?
You get it?
No. How do I read mirror mirror?
Okay.
So look at the
First,
chest
red.
bar. Let's do the poll. Look at the enemy enmity list, and you'll see.
Okay.
It also
Appreciate
depends
those.
on which attack she does, though,
I figured.
because she has like a front cleave and then like also where you get behind, and then I think there's one. It's like a
Here's just two.
back cleave. Yeah,
You can see it.
Fighting
It
and
happens right away,
driving.
so we just keep seeing it over and over.
yeah.
I do use a mnemonic device, though. Drive forward. Something back. I forget what the other one was.
It's biting. It's
Bite
biting,
back?
So get back.
Fighting back. Oh, I see. Fighting get back.
Oh,
This one's a slightly wider. Oh,
oh,
I
because
was
this is the
there.
slash. Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Gotcha. Okay, so because biting is a, I see. It's not a cone. It's a cleave. Okay. Brain.
Simon Frost is the
Brain
first.
expanding.
you remember your clock position. Oh, whoops.
Very slowly.
Want to see it again?
Do a countdown though. I wanted to make sure my star is down.
Oh no.
Apologies, creative. I see your mudra. Just got a fucking Elden Ring line.
I know. I was literally just saying that. Like it's like. I was just thinking that. It, like sounds like Melania to me as she like destroys me.
Blade of Nicholas.
That like dead ass.
Literally.
And I have never known defeat.
Hey, look at the color of the mirror, and then look at the cast bar.
It's biting.
So opposite the
So
green
this
mirror
is a
towards the
slash.
red
This
mirror,
is a bigger slash.
and then
Oh,
opposite
it's-
the red mirror.
Yeah. So biting is a way larger AoE. You can't uptime.
The question is, do you center the boss yourself, or do you keep her there? Oh wait, I shouldn't have done that. Oh!
Oh. So I guess I don't know where to stand. Just on our clock spots.
Not a bad idea.
Man, I do not remember my positioning for that.
Are those
Uh,
always going to be safe? Is it always going to be cardinals that are safe?
It will always be cardinals. Yes.
Yeah, from the looks of things, it starts either north, south, or west. East, and those
Double
seem to be
slap.
the safe spot.
I assume that was a tank buster.
Yeah.
Yes, that was.
Oh, this is a no.
We're back
mechanic,
before
by the way.
telegraph tank busters.
Wait.
And
I'm about, well,
after.
I'm about to say you could have just stayed there.
Didn't have to. You were
Yeah, I
far
forgot
enough
I could
out.
max range it. I forgot.
Comedy.
Oh,
Try to stand on your marker if you. Okay. For the Asunas, I'll go top bottom. So healers, tank, and then DPS is for me, and then you go bottom top.
Okay.
And then for when 4 of us have the AoE marker, just try to stand on your marker so the middle is safe, like the direct middle.
Gotcha.
Your clocks.
Do you just pick a corner for that though, or?
You use your clocks. You use the color
Well,
that your
like-
clock is.
Me and Creative had one last time.
Wait, is it random?
I don't
I think
know.
I think it's one
Uh,
team or the other.
I'm pretty sure it's just
Oh.
because
There
it was
definitely
dead.
DPS and
yeah. It
I don't know
always
if people were
targets at least
dead.
one support. I'm pretty sure it always targets at least one support. If I
Yeah,
remember
because
right.
like Creative's my
it
clock
wrong.
partner, so I just moved to 1 instead.
If
so-
anyone's dead, then everything gets random though. But I'm pretty sure normally it does target at least one support.
Okay.
Bitey.
I always have to line up with this arrow. So you see like where the arrow on the ground is? I just line up with where it would meet the wall. And I know it's safe. Oops. Also, this auto's hurt. Ah,
Yeah, I know. I
chunking.
just TBN that one.
I'll throw out a big shield here.
I've got one.
Oh, it
You go
is?
back to the east and
Hmm,
west.
alright,
Yeah,
we'll
it
figure
is
this
that.
Yes.
Okay.
Westies.
Hmm.
I failed that somehow.
No, we did that right, I think.
No,
Right?
I got a
Okay,
damage
it-
one.
So it's basically 2 support and 2 DPS. You get the markers.
Wait, do I keep standing in the icicle?
We did the knockback correctly, Jim. I think we just got clipped by the ice.
Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure this is the tier where they introduce the like delay after you after you wipe. Maybe that was Endwalker. Maybe I'm just misremembering.
What's a Grimlogger?
He has like no autos until that after biting and driving, huh? Biting. I got that positioning. All right, we're good.
I'll have shields up after this.
North-south will be safe.
Jim? Oh no!
I must have gotten clipped. Unfortunate.
Oh, I remember having to pop sprint for that.
It's driving, but here. I can just invuln this, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably.
Oh Val, did you have the
it's not
flare
good.
there?
You
The
cannot.
knockback?
I did not have the flare.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out
Jen
how I
had a
died.
flare and
yeah.
he was
I had a
frozen,
flare.
so he was in the
Yeah,
middle.
I was frozen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if you get frozen, you don't get knocked
Oh,
back.
wait.
So,
You can't.
out.
oh, yep. Oh, okay, I'm just dead. Yeah, if you get frozen, you don't get knocked back for the flare, which means if you're a flare and you're frozen, you are probably killing the party because they're going to be at least the party north.
Ow.
Proc point.
Haha.
This.
Bye bye.
Pretty bad.
That's my
Yo,
P. That's my
Raven.
trigger sound. That's my trigger sound right there.
So that's the whole mechanics. Those are all the mechanics you need before you get to the major prog point of this fight. Because that is.
Wait, cancel real
Yes.
quick. Yeah, I just wanted to because since the people with the what was it, the flare or the, what do you call them, like the markers?
Flare?
Players.
No,
Yeah.
no, like, do we know who got
The
them?
spreads.
The puddle bait, the baits for the
Sorry,
vines.
When
I guess you call them vines. I don't know. They're in Titania,
Like
so
star markers.
Yeah.
the star markers. Since there's like 2 DPS and 2 support, do we just want to arrange it to where like either DPS north or I guess DPS south and support north?
Yeah, that
I
would
mean,
work.
if it's always if it's always 1 tank, 1 healer, and 2 DPS, then we can have the tank always go to 1, the healer always go to 2.
I don't know if it's like 1 tank and 1
I think it
healer.
might be. I think I saw
Might
that
be.
last 2 polls. We can test it, but if it is, then we can
Yeah,
have
that
the tank
sounds
always go to 1.
really familiar.
The
To, like,
healer
the
always go
strat.
to 2, and then the DPS will be 3 and 4, and they can figure it out.
And then for I guess the other thing, when the players got knocked back, like north and south, do we know who got the? I guess really, what did people die to?
People died because Gem got frozen in the center and he had a flare. That's all that happened. If you're
Really?
frozen, you don't get knocked back. So the
Oh.
flare went off in the center.
Really?
Yes.
Yep. 100%
Okay.
positive.
Okay.
I lived it. Or
I say
guess
we just see
I
it again.
died it.
Let's do tank at 1, healer at 2, and then the DPS will flex and adjust on 3 and 4. And if it does assign 2 tanks or does assign 3 DPS, we will go back to the drawing board.
Oh wait, Lorm, on your party list, what are you?
Healer, tank, DPS.
Okay, so if you get it and Gem gets it, I need to get Gem, I guess, because Gem is technically 3rd on my party list. But
Yeah, get yourself first, and then everybody else.
Well, it was you and Gem last time, and I got you, but I think maybe you got yourself.
Yeah.
That's why Gem froze. Okay, so if it's you and Gem, I'll just get Gem. It's fine.
Yeah. Just treat yourself as
Yeah.
Position, heal myself.
We can also rearrange.
Driving.
Toward the green mirrors.
How do I know which one it's gonna go to if it's drive?
There's both of the ones that are the same color activate at the same time.
And they
But
go
driving
first?
is reversed.
West and east.
That
safe.
is
West.
right, it was correct, but Gem was not in the right spot.
Yep, sorry.
We just need myth for that.
Yeah, I kind of.
I'm gonna hold DM for that because if I use DM on opener, I won't have it there.
I
Yeah.
don't think we need that. I think we just got hit by the something else.
Well, it's because each
Uh,
side is getting hit by flares, and hang on, actually, battle.
I mean, we're gonna take
I
weak
could-
1 damage.
I could rep there as well.
I did get hit by damage down, so I think it was just the stars in the middle hitting us, because one of them was out of position.
Oh,
They were not on the marker.
F.
You looked, Jim.
I did look. That's on me. It's okay though.
How could
It
you?
didn't do shit.
Wait, does she do the voice line in Savage too?
I didn't. She said such impudence, but.
Like I don't know if it's a JP only one, but but in Japan, I'm pretty sure in the Japanese voice line it's like how disgusting or something like that.
Oh, if you get hit by the gaze attack.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
I'll have to confirm.
No peeking.
Oi, cut it out, you!
Punches you in the face. Oi, cut it out, Gov!
So that was 1 tank, 1 healer. Gem just needs to get to 1.
Yep.
You can pre-position. The tanks should be pre-positioning, as should
I
pretty much
see that.
everyone. Alright, I helped mid there.
No, that's
that,
on me. I didn't put out my Heart of Light because I was thinking
Well,
that
I was
gonna
holding it
hold
for
as well.
that. We did not have a reprisal, so that's on both of us. I will rep that in the future. He's driving.
The opener.
Oh.
Oh, whoops.
Mirror's on a different side
Oh,
this
I
time.
was not on the.
We're just gonna wall it. We're gonna wall
Yeah.
it. There are no healers alive. That is okay. That was recovery mode brought about by the tanks, which is me.
And
So-
also me.
That is also a fact.
Don't worry about saving the mid for that other mechanic. I will have stuff for it.
I'm still gonna hold DM,
Everything comes
or
back up.
I'm gonna 90 seconds do not unless you do it. I'm gonna do it here. We'll see what happens. Now DM runs out.
90 seconds come back up for the part of the mechanic that does damage, like that we actually, like the later players and everything. It's not up for the initial hit.
Oh, stupid. Careful, those autos are gonna kill.
I'm kiting.
Oh, no!
Pre-position.
Alright.
I'm just
It's
getting
gonna
hard
random
cast.
assign.
I can't dispel this.
I'll get him.
North south would be safe.
Nope.
That's a result of random assignment.
I bet I can live.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real fast.
Oh.
That's me dying. Thank you, thank you. And the willingness also gives us rune crossbow.
Alright, sorry about that. I'm back.
Okay.
Alright.
you guys watched the Echo trailer for this race? They use a bunch of Reen's voice lines. It's pretty good.
Interesting. I haven't.
I personally hadn't watched it. Actually, yeah, you know what? I did watch like a couple bits and pieces here, but not the full thing.
Wait, oh.
You survived.
Mhm.
Somehow.
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
Honestly.
you can move one.
Tree position, ports north, DPS south.
Make
Getting
sure you're
up
on the
at
marker. Oh,
yeah, west and east, west and east.
we had 3 DPS there, by the way.
Wait.
Pass. Oh,
Oh,
Fighting.
get behind me.
I'm just gonna inbound this. Why did I use my? It's a double cluster anyway. If I don't, no reason why I shouldn't. Probably will require a swap.
Yeah.
investment if it is
Look
there.
away. Look away.
What?
Oh
Yeah.
no, Rita.
Get out. Out.
Rescue.
It doesn't work.
Oh,
Yep, it prevents you.
That's great.
well, every
Or
stun does.
I
It's
give
not
you a
that
shield.
Think light rampant.
Yep, it's light rampant.
Oh, good luck.
Cast light rampant.
Yeah, you're standing
You
on.
guys got this, right?
Oh, the chains are good, kind of. I think someone started moving. I
Do
guess
we
it depends
wanna
on what
see
strat
this
we're
a little
doing.
More, or should we talk
No,
about how
you-
light
there's-
rampant works for the people that have no idea how to do that mechanic?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to gain by just looking at it.
Because
No,
there
that's
are
what
people
you're
that
trying
have
to do,
no
falling
idea
blind.
how the mechanic works. Running light rampant blind is a lot, actually.
Yeah, I think we should just talk about
Yeah.
what to do instead of trying to
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah. The basics of that mechanic are you have a number of stacks, you can't get 5 or we all wipe, but you don't really have to care about them very much. You either get a tether to other players, like 4 players are all tethered in like a box, or you get a tether to a ball. If you're tethered to other players, you can never get too close or too far from the people you're tethered to, or we all wipe. You cannot touch a ball or we all wipe. No one can touch a ball or we all wipe. And there's then like towers and a close bait and a far bait. That's like or not a far bait. There's like a close bait thing, and there's essentially we have to have a strat that gets everyone up to the correct number of debuffs. And then at the end, like the 4 people who aren't already at the max are gonna go soak a tower. That's the core of it. I don't know what strat we want to use though.
Let's figure out which strat we're doing in particular. I think the easiest question is, does someone have a good resource for one of the strats? Because that'll be the easiest way to help people that don't know the mechanic.
I've got one for bow tie.
What is bow tie? Is that just Ilya?
Bow tie strat.
I think
Oh,
any
there's-
strat uses a bow tie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know what the name.
I mean, you'll have your best luck looking for anything with Ilya, just because it'll have like everyone, like all the guides are written for it.
Wasn't it?
At this-
Wasn't that a downtime strat?
It is.
Or players
Yeah.
like, super downtime that.
I mean, it's like super downtime, but there's definitely there are better strats, but
This
some of
one's
them are
uptime strat.
some of them are pickier. Like the ones that have like uptime are pickier on your positioning with the chains.
I think that's what we should practice.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what
Positioning.
those ones are.
I
So I
just
guess
found
we-
a
June
Bob
has a
video for
yeah.
bow tie
Oh,
uptime.
we love June Bob. Give me that.
We'll do that.
Is it only the bow tie, or does this include an orb strat?
That is a
It
good
does include an orb
question.
strat in the video.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Nice.
everyone, take a quick second to check
Quick 14 minutes.
specifically the. What point is this? 2 minutes and 37-second section. Oh no, wait, there's a second separate video. Never mind.
I was gonna say this video is 50 seconds long. There's not.
Yeah. Well, there was two.
I
you say
deleted.
you
I deleted
it.
the
Yeah.
first one was
Gaslighting.
the Ilya one. So he made this afterward because it was like people were complaining about the downtime in Ilya strat. I've never actually done this.
Sahad, go deep.
Feel protected under our roof. So you're
Okay. Let's see.
Wait, so what's the reason to switch the hourglass to the bow tie?
Late because
later
later
positioning.
it's impossible if you're an hourglass.
Ah.
Or well, it's not impossible, but you would need an orb and a chain player to soak something together, and generally you don't ever do orbs and chain players like sharing anything.
I love it. 23 seconds. This is AKA.
Oh, that's right.
uptime.
There's a pair soak in the north south. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Now I remember.
Oh, so this is also a lot different with like the tethers as well.
I
The
haven't
orbs.
seen the strat actually, so I'm also taking a second.
In Ilya, you would kind of go to the opposite of your orb, and then you'd just have it come to you and then run around. But this one, you're kind of like kiting it like clockwise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kiting it through everything else.
Yeah.
I thought the
It's
orbs
the only
always
way to
tether
get
to the
melee
closest.
uptime. No, they're
Huh?
random.
Is it random? Huh.
Yeah, full random what orb you get, so you have to look at it and then adjust.
So it looks like this one, you just kind of go clockwise of your orb, like as if, like if
Yep.
your orb spawns south, you just go west.
If it spawns on Bravo, you go to Charlie.
Yeah, so you just go one cardinal clockwise. And then you
Looks
kind
like
of
we need
just
to like do
kite it.
tank healer clocks as well for doing this.
What do you mean?
Well, the clock positions that this guide has tanks north and northwest, healers northeast and east, and then all the DPS in the south and west positions. Instead of the
Yeah, it's
usual
not really a
tanks north and
clock
south.
thing.
Well, it's completely random, so it doesn't actually matter.
Would it
It's
not
always
matter
one
for
tank, one
initial
healer, and two
positions?
Right.
DPS.
So
No, it is
it's still going to be the
pre-positioned.
1-2 thing that we used for the previous mechanic. So like
Mm-hmm.
healer's going to be on, or tank's going to be on 1, healer's going to be on 2, and that's kind of where that ends. So if you get a chain in your tank, you're going to go on 1. If you get a chain, your healer, you're going to go on 2. I don't think it can be like multiple tanks and healers get chains, although I'm not sure.
I
I
don't
think
believe
it's locked 1 tank, 1 healer, 2 DPS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but, it is role assigned in the same way that the prior mechanic Diamond Frost is role assigned.
yeah, so that's kind of solved, and then you go. So the tanks and healers are going to anchor on 1 and 2, and then if you need to make your bow tie, I guess we'll say that. I don't know how we want to. How would it work if you're in an hourglass?
The video shows how we resolve that.
Well, because you can also start in an hourglass configuration as well.
If you start in Hourglass, the video shows that the healer at 2 swapped with the DPS that is on the 4 marker.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Okay, we'll skip past that.
For the purpose of our layout, the DPS at the 3 marker will never swap. But for the purpose of our markers, the DPS at 4 will always swap if it is not default bow tie.
Mhm.
Who they
Okay, so
swap
if it's a
with depends on if
square,
box, the
if it's
tank
a
at 1.
square, 4 swaps with 1. If it's a bow tie, 2 swaps with 4.
Yes. And then the positioning of the other 4 depends on the tether, and they just go one clockwise of their orb spawn point, and then they rotate around. That's it. The players that end at the initial bow tie players that end at 1 and 2 will be taking the north tower, and the bow tie players at 3 and 4 will be taking the south tower. After that resolves, the cleaves go off. Any players that have 3 will meet in the center to take the final tower.
Okay. It'll take a while, but
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to take more than a single pull. Unless y'all make me proud.
That's true. How that who's gonna run into an orb is I think the bigger question.
Yummy orb.
No.
they're not yummy. They make
Yummy.
They make sad noises. I don't like the noises.
No. I bet you they taste like cream.
It's like
This
pain and
strat
death.
looks really sketchy with those orbs. I'm gonna be
It
real.
really
It
does.
looks
It's making
sketchy.
it look really easy, like in the
It'll
video.
feel sketchier.
It looks so sketchy, and I fucking love it. I think that's.
But those
great
orbs are
practice.
fucking huge, by the way.
I think
Like,
that's
they're,
great. I
They
think this
are enormous.
They're
This
not.
they are
is
not that
fantastic.
small in the video.
We want this. We want the sketchy.
Yeah, we
really
need to
tough
be we need to
resolution
be
of the
funny,
mechanic.
haha, sketchy guys.
No, that's not why. It's because ultimates are going to be tighter.
We have to be funny, haha, sketchers.
You want to take Marquis into fucking phase 3 of top, where we have to do the constant mechanics and resolve each debuff for like 2 straight minutes?
Yes.
I fucking loved Hello World.
I-
It felt
I
good. It
Thought you were
felt
about to say,
good
"Do you want to take me
do.
outside? Do
World
you want to take me out back of the
God.
shed
Hello
and
World was such a
shoot me?"
We will
non-mechanic.
after
They didn't
this
have to do
mechanic.
anything.
It is such a non-mechanic that is so overwhelming to a player that has not actually
It's
gotten
very
hang of it.
overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, Marquis
Yeah.
just said we're taking him out back and shooting him.
That's where I thought you were going with it,
Yay.
and you actually said something
Kaboom.
constructive.
So one
Not
thing
that
I'll
it made
say
any
with
sense
this
to me.
I'm going.
with the orb strat is it's very picky. Like there's like micro movements that the player does in the video. Those are mandatory. Like those are not
Yes.
optional. You have to like stand in the tower for like half a second and then move. So that
You are
because the
guiding
orbs will
the
follow
orb,
you.
You are not
Yeah.
guiding the player.
But you guide bees.
That'll probably be the hardest thing to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Ow, nap time.
There's no reason why I can't use it here for the auto, so.
DPS south, support north.
Free position.
West east.
Also, you do not have 90s backup if you wait for the first raid wide. And still 27 seconds.
Oh no.
Oh, I got the res on Marcus.
Why is that hitting?
I'll get
Oh, I
tricked.
guess you have to sprint.
Get behind.
So one thing with this one is that you can pre-position the boss, because it will always be the exact opposite of.
That's
The
true.
first one.
I could actually just do that. Yep. I remember now.
And so you can face her either in or out depending
I'll
on.
make sure that she doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, so that you can just completely ignore it if you're non-tank.
I forgot it was fixed.
Look away.
I'm
Ooh,
I'm
Rita.
so far away.
Under. Get under.
Rita's
Disgusting.
always looking. Fucked up.
Ready for right? Penta.
Ah!
Looks good. Looks great. So
Oh, what happened with the DPS? I saw some people like adjusting on the south side. I didn't know.
Can the
Oh,
DPS
both of us started on the same corner.
I think the solution is the DPS should just do a lineup left, right, and then leftmost goes to the 4 and rightmost goes to 3.
Who had
with
it?
north.
Who
It
had
was me
the?
and creative.
Can it be 2 ranged?
Yeah,
I think it can. I don't
Can
think
it?
it assigns based on that. I think it only assigns based on DPS.
I don't think Final Fantasy has ever used a mechanic that assigned DPS based on their melee ranged roll.
Okay, then
It
yeah, I
doesn't
mean,
enforce it when you go into a
I mean-
fight, so there would be no reason to do that.
well, I would expect that it would do it randomly in that case. Like in other fights where if you don't have a healer and there's a healer specific mechanic, it will just give it to a random player.
This may be
I think-
unoptimal for this specific mechanic, but we do this a lot in ultimate progs. I think we should do a lineup.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
I think we should make an assigned lineup with the DPS right where I am right now. And
But-
your
yeah.
left right prio is what you follow for your tether.
So,
Yeah, so I
like,
mean, I would say range on the outside. So like,
Yeah.
range on the outside and then melee in the middle. And then kind of-
optimally, I should
I-
be on 3 so that I don't have to.
Oh, if you don't want to move,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Then I usually end up southeast, so I guess I will be here.
Yeah,
Creative,
that's fine. And creative can be
You're gonna be where I am. Do you understand what we're doing? You said what earlier, so I want to make sure if you have any questions, we can help.
What is the lineup solve?
The
The
line
tether-
is how we do prios for quick mechanics that require immediate move and positioning. If the tether, if let's say I am creative, and the 2 DPS that get the bow tie tethers are Drake and me, that means Drake is going to 4 and I am going to 3. Similarly, if I get the bow tie and Rita gets the bow tie, I am going to 4 and Rita is going to 3.
Well, that's only if it's box.
It
no,
doesn't
no, well, no. That's the
No.
first. It will always happen because you're gonna have to do that other adjustment afterward as well once you get to your spots. It's just to identify where you need to go.
We're not caring about the shape in the slightest bit. All we care about is 2 DPS have tether, and we need to make sure they both don't go to the same spot, because timing will be very, very strict in an ultimate.
Wouldn't it be easier to assign set positions and then adjust based on whether you get the tether or orb?
That is generally too slow.
Okay.
So,
When you're learning with an ultimate, that is generally too slow. We saw that especially in Dragon Song over top.
Well,
We had a
it's-
lot of lineup strats.
It's just that's what we're doing for the tanks and healers.
That's fine because the tanks and healers don't have to adjust between 1 and 2. The tanks will
Okay.
always go to 1. The healers will always go to 2. The DPS do not know if
I
they
got
need to
it.
go to 4 or 3.
I understand.
So, in this way, if creative is where I am, Drake will always go to. I'm explaining it for the DPS.
Okay.
Drake will always go to 4. Rita will always go to 3. Creative and Marcus are going to be adjusting based on their tethers relative to their side partners.
So I have a question. In the strats, does it matter like where the orb player needs to position? Like, do the DPS orbs need to be south and west, or
No.
does it?
In
No.
the
You go
in the guide,
counterclockwise from your orb.
Okay.
Not counterclockwise.
you go
Oh,
clockwise.
Clockwise.
So the initial positioning, just be somewhere away from the tether from the bow tie players so that you can differentiate yourself. Once you have your tether, let's say your orb is coming from the A marker, you are going to be going clockwise 1 rotation over to Bravo, to B. If I get the orb and my orb is at C, Charlie, my positioning is going to be Delta, D.
Okay.
and you have to get there fast before the orbs start moving.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see it again.
This is definitely much jankier than whatever orb strat I did when this was current.
Yeah, the Ilya one, you can just ignore it. You just go opposite the orb, and then you let it come to you, and then before it hits you, you run away from it. That's it.
It's just downtime strat.
I mean, that's okay, but that's like a real bad strat, right?
I mean, the mechanic is hard, so people in
That's
PF
fair.
at least, that's what you needed to do.
Backing away from the green mirrors.
Oh shit.
Aw, dang it! I was towing the line.
I also odd dang it.
North north, DPS south,
Reposition.
north, get knocked back north south.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Frozen.
Wallet. How'd you get frozen?
No idea.
I'm a little confused on the prio.
Cleansed. Okay.
Well,
There's
Well,
two
'cause
players that go north.
that's not what I was.
Well, who do
Wait,
you?
wait, what do you?
I have.
So you said to
healers taking
prioritize
DPS,
yourself,
right?
so I prioritized, like you said to prioritize yourself.
Yeah, so I
So I prioritized me.
It was me and Jim.
No,
right?
it was me and Jim. I'm
Wait, did I
pretty
spell the wrong
sure.
person? Okay, yeah. You're right. Yeah, that was my bad.
Okay, I was just making sure that I.
Good.
I just saw healer has it's me, and then I just
Yeah.
like autopiloted it.
Let's go.
Reposition.
Forest, yep. Forest north, DPS south. North south.
Oh, goodbye, world.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's the thing I was trying to mention earlier.
So is it the two people that didn't get the
I think so.
yeah, the AoE marker would get the flares? Okay.
Okay.
So, out of curiosity, well,
Can you can just do that by light parties though, right? Or no?
No, because
Uh,
if
If you're
Is it-
slowed from the prior thing,
It should be on melee ranged prio, since the boss goes so far away, so it should be like melee AD ranged VC, right? And that resolves it in every configuration.
it does, yeah.
And that goes for DPS as well. So keep your uptime.
Yep.
We would only run into an issue if both melee DPS have the flares, right? Which shouldn't have. Only
Melee
what's the one for-
DPS don't get flares.
Ah, yep. Okay, never mind.
I've
It
been
does
getting
all the time.
baited puddle things.
Wait, did you get the flare alarm, or was that just me in
Yeah.
the tank?
That was me.
Okay, so
I got the flare.
okay, who got the flare?
Gem had the flare.
Me and Lauren.
Am I like smoking crack? I feel like I just put that.
I just know I didn't have it.
Okay.
It's insane how much movement casters get nowadays.
Yeah.
This was so much more work on Black Mage.
Yeah. Back when White Mage was a 2.5 second cast.
Yeah.
Sports North, DPS out. North South is safe.
I moved early.
I got the res.
Get in there.
Did the tanks get the right positioning?
Yup.
No, I
goated.
didn't.
Behind.
Oh.
Yep.
Tank swap.
Hell no. This is my job.
That's her slap.
I remember knowing when to turn
Look-
around based on like the
look
voice
away?
line.
There's a little tinkle sound.
In.
Win. Or get real out.
Ranged optimization.
DPS line up. Get ready for light rampant.
Hourglass 2 and 4 swap.
Yep, 2 and 4
Hourglass
swap.
2 and 4 swap.
I am seeing the line.
It's clockwise, right? From
Yeah.
your
Yes.
Yeah.
Clockwise
Okay.
from your orb.
And in, so you bait the cleaves.
Yeah. And also so that you don't pull your orb too far out, which will also kill people with this crazy ass movement.
I love this movement. This is great.
It's crazy. I dig it.
I wonder if they'll keep the jankiness for late rampant and ultimate, or if they'll like maybe sand it down a bit.
I hope it's worse.
There's no way they're gonna make light rampant
I
light.
got the res.
What happened to me?
Lighter
Just
ramp.
didn't get enough
He
net.
died.
Make sure you have food, by the way, just in case.
I do.
I don't. I think maybe my bubble didn't reach you.
Oh no, you only have 1600 HP. He's only broke.
Oh. Yeah, my weapon.
Nice.
F.
Can I repair in combat, or did they break that?
You
No,
can,
okay.
just not in combat, but in instance you can.
I don't know. I think I just repaired in combat.
Oh,
Is
well,
it just
okay.
material extraction then? Huh.
Maybe I'm
I think
thinking
it's
of
you can't do
requesting
anything
a
with
repair.
The spirit bond of an item.
I think it's spirit font stuff. I think Cray was right.
Sports North, DPS south. West east.
Oh, I didn't get it in time. I got the res.
Keep
I
missing
need
it.
the res on Rita.
I couldn't move.
Get
The
behind.
minions were on me.
I'm not gonna make it.
Still got time.
Just I did not meta, but yeah, no. Wow, that only did half your HP.
Ain't that something?
Get ready to look away.
This is a weird mechanic, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, look at her while she's
Get in,
changing.
in, get in.
I don't like that one. I hope they don't bring
Is
that
she
back.
of age?
They're actually gonna make it worse.
Alright, line up. Get ready for light rampant.
To make it like something from fucking
Line
Bayonetta.
up, line up. hourglass. No, it is hourglass. 2 and 4 swap.
Oh, yep, 2 and 4 swap.
No, Jim, go back. Ah!
Gotcha.
That was in the wrong spot.
My bad.
You are 1.
Yep, I got it confused.
From Jim's point of view, it actually is a bow tie, though.
From my point of view, the bow tie is evil.
That's right.
Fucking died of poison.
That was your first time getting a bow tie, Jem. So I understand the confusion.
Technically, without
My bad.
we have fun here.
The gaming gamer.
This is the best day of my life.
Or is it gamer gaming? I don't remember.
I think it was gamer gaming actually, but gaming gamer works.
I've spaced out. Was it biting or driving?
It was biting.
I was biting.
Hold on.
Remember, bite back. Bite back hard.
I'm on it.
Ports north, DPS south. West east.
Oh, I didn't have sprint. No!
Front of her?
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Yep.
I got the res.
So
just like that. I trust it. You asked the question earlier.
Yeah, I gotta keep you on your toes, Rita. Come on.
Sounds like you're not ready to adjust.
Wait.
Fine.
Get in.
That's fine, right?
Mm.
Alright, get ready to line up.
Yep.
This is good.
Bow tied up.
Check your tethers. 1 clockwise. Bait. Rotate.
One ran into my
That was good.
orb.
That was good. That was
That's
good.
frog right
That's
there.
frog.
Was that an orb? Was that an orb?
That was an orb.
That was a
I think
pop.
that was an orb.
I think mine was probably too far south, and it was like in the way of the tower.
I forgot. We can like if you're soaking the tower, you can like be more back, right? Like you don't have to
Yeah.
okay, because I didn't know if like the tether if you stretch out the tether too much it will pop or something.
I mean, it will, but I don't. I think if you're in the tower, you're okay.
Okay.
I don't know with this strat
There is
specifically.
still a range. I think the towers are a little bit strict, but there's a little leniency.
I don't think you can be on the outer ring of the tower at all. So like you could be maybe in the middle, but try to be as far forward as you can. Forward
Also-
meaning the center of the arena.
I'll just stick to being generally in the middle, and if I need to move, I'll adjust a little bit so that I don't get hit by the orb.
You should never get hit by an orb. That's probably just something that people have to practice, like the micro movements I was talking about earlier.
No, I mean, to me it looked like I might have gotten hit, but I don't think I would have actually gotten hit.
I mean, it might not have been a you though. It might have been the micro movements of the players with the orbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I definitely did my Like
Yeah.
that might be a bit wrong because I did
Which is why I'm not
like
worried.
mechanic too early.
Yeah.
It feels good to execute correctly.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight.
West East.
I'm trusting. I'm
Okay.
trusting.
She's a gamer.
I didn't ask it earlier. That's how you know.
Gotta be careful.
That's my tell. It's so weird that they just let you get away with this.
Away.
Yep. That sound key works every time.
Out.
Line up.
Great. Yep.
Good. Positions. Rotate.
Oh, I fucking got too close.
Almost at it.
Oh, okay. I see what I did.
If you got an orb and you're gonna be rotating through that tower, you are rotating through it before it goes off.
Yeah. The
So
positioning is.
you're just kind of wait because it's the towers are up for a while. You're waiting for the orbs to get into the center, and then you're moving once they're in the center.
I left our box of dinner in the car. I'll be right back.
Oh, 1 second.
You left your
Dinner
in the
at
car?
9 p.m.
We had
You can't cook
leftovers.
dinner in the car.
Fun fact: there's a strat for this you can do where the instead of basing who does what mechanic on whether you get an orb or the chain, you base it on how many stacks you have. And you like adjust everything around based on the number of stacks to like force it to be always DPS in the center at the end, or always supports in the center at the end, something like that.
It's probably how they intended the mechanic to be solved.
No, it's not.
I mean,
So this is one of the few mechanics they've actually said in an interview, like what their internal strat was.
oh, I think I remember that. Yeah.
What was their
Yeah.
internal strat?
So for Bowtie, it was one anchor player and all three other players rotate, either clockwise or counterclockwise, to form the Bowtie formation. And then it was basically, it wasn't a fancy orb strat, it was probably like Ilia or something. Essentially it was a downtime orb strat, I think. Just like go away from your orb and bait the orb out. You can also do true downtime orb strat, and they rotate around the arena on the outside, away from everyone. want to say I did a strat on this where orbs soaked the second set of towers, and chains soaked to the near baits.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You could like the chains don't have to do the towers, right? It can be anyone. It's like you can just have 2 orbs do a tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
West east. Behind her.
Line up.
Oh my god.
In.
In. Now line up. One and 4 swap. Drake, that's you.
Yep.
Clockwise. Move.
Someone touched their balls. No ball touching. Ball
No
touching.
ball
not allowed.
touching. Who was the ball touch? I have a feeling it might have been me.
I think it might have been you. I think you might need to move faster to get to the other side of that ball fast enough.
Yeah, I hit someone else's ball. Sorry for touching
You wanna.
balls.
The biggest thing is making sure you're in the right starting position before the orbs start moving. If you're late, it severely impacts your position timing.
I didn't hit my ball.
I'm talking about the position before the ball started moving.
I was in position before my ball started moving. It was after the swipe. I hit someone else's.
You basically want to get to your spot and then wait for the cleaves to go off and then immediately move.
Yep.
West-east.
I forget which one it was. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yep, huh?
Yeah.
Repositioning here is a bitch.
What?
What?
Yeah, under.
Oh, go to.
I got the rest.
God damn it. I heard get under and I took 2 steps towards her. And that was my doom.
Line up. We're good. Number clockwise.
Oh shit! Oops.
I think it was like my first time getting the orb.
I hope they do light rampant, but it's fully random.
No, do you,
I
Yep.
hope you wake
light
up.
rampant in waiting.
But honestly, these just don't change the mechanic at all. It's just the same.
It's the intended version that they had to nerf.
It's normal lights rampant, but there's also Hello World for some reason.
I was about to say it's normal light rampant, but they have a lighter rampant later.
Told me
You have to
long.
also deal with Dynamis.
I troll myself.
No.
You're my designated jump person, and you trolled me. Oh, Gem's trolling
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone's
It's
trolling me.
just gonna be that, but you have Dynamis yet to pass.
East-west. Alright.
I got the rest.
Why was it
In
on
front of
me?
her.
Sorry. I was dodging for
no.
my life.
I'm so bad.
I'm getting Rita.
I will start resing Marcus as soon as I have mana.
No rush. Well, some rush.
Out of the way.
Just top me up and I should live.
It's out.
Yeah.
I fainted it.
Boo.
Nice.
Jesus.
Big out.
Line up.
Boo, this woman.
This woman. Line up.
That's not faint. That's. There we go.
This is 2 and 4 swap. Check your tether.
Oh fuck.
Out and then soak your orb. That was Prague. That was
Yeah.
at least another like second.
Oh,
Whoever
make
the
sure
orb-
to-
Whoever the orb person was at 4 should have been at 1.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I'm trying to figure out when you do the movements.
So,
Yeah.
so what I'm understanding.
Really fast.
Just center, pause. So center, move one clockwise, pause. And they move one clockwise. I'm just trying to get like the flow of the pause.
Seems like it's your clockwise. You're clockwise. You're into bait. After you bait, you just move straight out,
Yeah,
and
straight.
then wait for the orbs to cross the middle. Then move like half
not
a
cross the
space.
middle. Get close to the center of the middle. If they cross the middle, you're too late.
Yeah.
Then approach the middle. Then move 1 unit
back to the
clockwise. Wait. Then move 1 unit clockwise.
Yeah.
I would make sure you got your food. Mine's almost up.
And then you move out.
You're still gonna drop a GCD as an orb player even with this nonsense movement.
I can't wait for her to do autos during this in the ultimate.
Yeah, me too.
I hope
Actually,
it's an
I can't
upcoming
wait.
mechanic again.
I can't wait for Light Rampant, but Versvelger's there.
That's gonna be great.
I actually
Like,
think that's
doesn't
gonna
just
happen.
later in this fight.
Yeah, like she's gonna start with Versvelger.
Like, isn't that what
We call that Worm's Lament.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm thinking like, yeah.
Worm's Lament is arguably harder than Light Rampant.
Westies. Oh, that's one way.
Oh no. What are we doing with these
Oh,
Front of her.
Get in
I
front.
was hit. I killed.
get it to the right.
Let's go.
1-800. Are you slapping?
You might be too early on that.
Ready to look away.
That auto almost kills you.
Nuh-uh.
Out.
It's such a long fucking range to it.
Flying up.
Why not? Good. Check tethers.
Oh fuck.
Rotate.
If you have 3 go in, 3 in, 3 in. Nope.
There was still time. There was still time.
There was
Nah, I just moved too late.
No. So the problem there, Rita, you were way too early. The cleaves hadn't
Yeah,
gone
I
up.
was. I forgot there were cleaves.
Yeah. So the mechanic was going fine. The orb players, chill. You were fine. Just let the orbs come to you slowly. The players that don't have orbs there are going to stay where they are and just spread to their spots for the cleaves. After the cleaves, the threes go in. Rita had the right idea. Just 2 mechanics too early. Good job, though. That was fantastic positioning. That's on me. I realized that way too late.
Westies.
I got the.
Sorry. Sorry about your positioning. I'm just trying to figure out the
Yeah,
full
no-
time
no
of
worries.
it,
I'm
and
like-
it is, my bad.
I can adjust to like the one thing that doesn't need a positional right there, so it's
Well.
fine.
Out. Line up.
One and four. Feathers. Row.
Nah, I touched that
He
one.
knows orbs.
My ball!
The road felt like it was really far to the side.
Yeah, I think people might have had the initial positioning off. You got to be pretty far in.
North south.
What am I doing? Just wall?
You guys look in the zone.
Sorry. Yeah. I
Yes,
was-
yeah.
Are we missing stuff there?
No,
I
went
was
to the
seeing
wrong
if the
side.
tank master's a cleave, it wasn't.
I have to...
North south.
Case are in.
Sorry. I'm a
You
little
probably
upset.
can't reposition her there.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Good now.
Let's come to the middle after this.
Yeah.
10. Line up.
Good. Clockwise. Go. Go.
Oh fuck.
I moved too late with my orb.
I also did.
That one felt good. I got it that time.
Closer. Definitely closer.
West east. Out. Line up.
Good. Back tether. Clockwise. Good.
Ow.
I got hit by my orb. I got hit by someone else's orb, rather.
I got hit by whoever was in between 2 and 3. I don't think was close enough in.
Yeah, that was me. That was why I got hit by the orb. I just needed to be closer.
North south. Ow. Line up.
Good. Go. Go. Okay. I think one of the orb players is in the wrong spot. Maybe I'm wrong.
Might have swung mine in a little too inwards. Might have clipped the towers. I don't know.
Whoever was in front of me, I think, was so whoever, like the orb player around. I don't know where I was.
One
Whoever's
full.
in front of me, I feel like wasn't moving. Didn't.
I wasn't
move
able
soon
to
enough.
move. There was an orb in
But you
front
should
of
be
me.
moving before the orb gets there. You should be moving in front of that orb. I think.
During what step?
It was like
The first one?
immediately after the first cleaves went off.
Yeah, like you should be moving in front of the orb that is coming towards you and blocking you, because you can go into the boss to do that movement. If you need to. That's where you wanna be faster than that orb.
Okay.
We have about 10 minutes, 8 minutes, so I'm gonna pull. I don't know what you're saying to me, I'm picking up.
Don't worry, I'm mostly talking to myself.
Westies. Ow. Reposition.
One in 4 swap. Go, rotate.
I think I got hit by 2 things there.
Well, what'd you hit by?
I think I got hit by 2 leaves.
One of the cleaves definitely went the wrong way. It was not a like a cardinal. So someone wasn't close enough.
I think that was probably me.
Bathroom. So I'm gonna say we call it here because we're 5 minutes too.
Yeah, one thing I'll say about this mechanic is the reason why it's so frustrating in PF is because you wipe and you'll have no idea why, and no one will sell you why, because the only person who knows why is the person who didn't do the mechanic. So it's like a very different mechanic in that, like, if you like mess it up, you have to like admit it, not to like put like blame on yourself, but just so that people know what actually happened, because everyone's kind of focused on what they're doing, and like if no one says like, oh my bad, I was in the wrong spot or whatever, then people are just kind of like left to like, oh, why did we wipe, you know? And that'll probably, I assume it's going to be the same in Ultimate too. It's going to be very
Watch Light Rampant not
Man,
be in the
that's-
Ultimate at all.
yeah, and it'll be taken to an extreme, right? Like you'll have very individual responsibility, and it's kind of like as a group you have to communicate that. Otherwise, you're kind of like hammering yourself on a mechanic for hours and hours longer than you need to.
Yeah, I mean that's not uncommon in Ultimates in general, right?
Yeah.
But it's especially a big thing on this mech. This kind of just feels like an Ultimate mech. You could
Yeah, it definitely
do
is.
and it'd be fine.
I feel, on the one where I did it, and it looks like the June Bob. I just want to say, standing directly on her ring, if you have the orb, really help. So
Yeah,
if
that's
you're
what I've
not
been
standing
doing, and
on
it's been
her
pretty
ring.
good.
Start doing that.
Oh wait,
It might make things smoother.
I think I see probably an issue. I think Lauren was not. Well, it's okay. So either two things: Lauren was trying to move to his correct position, or Lauren was, because I see him like he's like way off to like the west side. Because like I see me on the east, Valve on the north, Marcus on the west, and then Lauren just like also in that general vicinity. So I don't know.
Oh, it
Wait.
doesn't matter how far west I was, as long as I was leading the orb in the right direction.
Well, you have to bait the thing first.
I did.
Oh, did you?
I got the
Okay.
bait for sure. The one
Okay.
next to me was like, there was a bait. There was somebody baited the cone right next to me, and that shouldn't have, right? So like, you know how the cone should be all going cardinal? One of the ender cards next to me went off, and I think somebody was too close or somebody was too far.
It was either someone in the tower was too close, or someone with the tether was too far away. It could be a combination of both.
I was west orb that time, and it was my cleave, and then whoever had the tower to my right, that also got cleaved.
Yeah, so that could either mean that the tower people are standing too close to the boss, or
okay. So the reason why I'm like saying this is because I'm like looking at, let me just send a screenshot at actually so this was actually, when did it go off? I guess is another question. Okay, so this is right before damage was being taken. I'll put it in VC.
Okay, so it looks like
Yeah, so I got It
Yeah.
baits at the cast end, right? That's why it looks kind of weird because I'm already moving after it's already been baited.
Okay. I guess that is
Correct.
that is a fair point because I'm looking at the cast did go off right where you were like south, but it was like when damage was I guess when players were taking damage, it was like that's where you were at that point.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely move before damage hits.
Yay.
So wait, so where did that like
I'm
last
gonna
place?
hop off.
Yeah.
Alright.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, the thing that the fault that actually killed everyone happened just after this, and I think it was my fault, but I don't know exactly what I did wrong.
Okay.
I either ran into a ball.
Hmm.
I don't think I did, but I was very much probably blind to it.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, okay. That might have actually what happened because you
Or
just
the
because
cleave and the tower caused like an overflow.
okay. Well, I think it might be what you mentioned because you're the first one to die, and then
If I was the first one to die, then it's definitely my fault.
oh yeah, I'm
I
just
mean, the
saying.
damage
Well,
was
so
great.
wait,
Like
did we
I
cleave
just
a tower? Yes or no?
I
At the
didn't hit the
start.
tower. A cleave hit the tower because
mhm.
either the person in the tower was too close or someone who was supposed to be baiting was too far.
Well, so and then here comes the question of like the person needs to like admit, kind of, right? So like if there's 4 people, if it was Lorem, who was it? Lorem, Mark, Val, and Drake. Did all 3 of you get hit by a tether or a bait? Did Drake,
Uh,
Lorem, and Mark all get
I
hit by a bait?
what was
cleave?
it? What is it called? Path of Light? Yeah, it looks like
Well,
it's.
You can try
yeah. I mean,
cleave
did
up.
you notice a
uh,
giant orange
for that.
cleave
Mhm.
on your
Yeah,
body?
at least for me it did.
So maybe Val was too far away, because it sounds like just the cleaves didn't get baited correctly. So this is like the point where it's like, oh, I was supposed to bait a cleave and I didn't get cleaved. It was my fault, or
It,
whatever.
It seems like Jim is the one who got hit by the cleave. So
Yeah, Gem was a tether, it looks like.
yeah, Jim was the one who got hit. From like looking at more of the damage logs.
So Jim had 0 stacks and should have had 1 after the cast of Path of Light ends. He has 1.
What I figure happened is either I ran to a ball that I didn't see, or the cleave that hit the tower. Both of those things happening at once overflowed the damage and made it explode.
Well, if you hit a ball, you die instantly, like at the start of the mechanic, right? Because I mean, I guess what we're trying to ask is we noticed that a cleave hit a tower, which it should never
A
do
cleave
during
did
that
hit a
part.
tower. I don't know if that's what killed it.
Well, for sure, yes. It's not. It 100% will kill you. You're not supposed to take that cleave at that time.
Oh, wait, yeah, Jim got 2 stacks. For some reason it has the 1, but there's like a 2 overlaid on top of it. But yeah, Jim got hit twice by the cleaves. Something went wrong.
So it sounds like Val was too far away, or Gem was too close to the boss.
Yeah.
And then baited in that case. So yeah. Because during that part, the only people that should be taking the cleaves are the. We're trying to figure out why we died in that last one, and I think it's because you were either too far or Gem was too close.
Too far is in.
Too far away from the boss.
Did you bait a cleave? Did you bait a cleave?
Yeah, I was.
You sure?
Extremely in.
Okay, so 4 people said they baited the cleaves, so that's why I'm like really confused. Unless one of the people was just in the wrong spot.
So
one of the baiters was in the wrong spot. It sounds like.
So from the looks of it, at least
maybe they thought they were east and they're actually southeast.
The very last poll, that's the 27th poll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
FF logs isn't really helpful for
not for
troubleshooting. That you need like a recording.
When we're doing actual prog, I'll always have
Yeah, Lorm usually records too.
Yeah.
I'll
I have I'll probably reinstall fucking triggers so that I can set up my like on death cut my recording trigger.
Oh, that's smart.
Super useful.
Wait,
I
what
never
is
even
that?
thought of that. It's just like a trigonometry thing, probably, to stop and start recording on pull.
Trigonometry, and you have it call an auto hotkey script to call OBS. Is what I do.
Oh,
That's genius. I always just like used a hotkey at the start of the poll and like when we died, and I would forget.
Then I forgot, and then
Yeah.
I hotkeeyed.
Oh, I never even
Okay.
thought of that.
There's a wipe script example that you can find
Nice.
in some of the trigonometry
I'll look
example
it up.
scripts.
yeah, I'm about to say that actually might seem useful. I'm gonna write that down later.
So this seems to be you guys said FF logs wasn't helping, so I'm assuming
Uh,
this is not going to help. But this seems to be the positioning when the cleaves went out, from what I can tell.
So I think it is like two things that are.
Yeah, like I do think it's pretty unlikely for a tower to bait a cleave unless someone was like, if someone was that
Yeah.
out of position, they would have really known. It's entirely possible that
Then maybe I just
was
saw
like
the
a
south
timing-
cleave and it was my
Yeah, and
camera
it
was
was, like,
positioned in such
really
a way that it
close to
looked
it or
like it was
something.
hitting right next to me instead of south. In
Might
which
be
case, then
rewatching.
it was absolutely I ran to a ball that I was blind to.
Yeah, that did like seem like something you actually did happen. I'm just so like two
The
things.
other thing is that
I feel it's
the
pretty conclusive. If
cleave
I was the
doesn't-
first one to
Yeah.
die, then I'm the cause of the
Well,
wipe.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the cleave hitting a tower wouldn't actually wipe us. It wouldn't wipe us for another like 5 or
A while,
10 seconds
right?
until the-
Because
Yeah.
because it does the
Until someone
stacking
hits
debuff,
5.
and that's what actually kills you there.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay,
not
so it becomes a
maybe,
later
it has
fault.
to be an orb.
Oh yeah.
Orb is the only thing that instant
Oh.
kills at that specific moment of the mechanic, but the cleave might have still happened.
Then yes, it is my fault. And I just didn't see the ball that I ran into.
Yeah. It just
Easy
well
to
yeah.
do.
Yeah, because it just seems like two things, like at least from what I'm seeing, just like two things like happening at once. I didn't know if those two things were the result of the wipe, or if there's like separate instances that like two mistakes that happen like
Yeah.
entirely indifferently. So at least that's figured out. I guess just when people have the aura, just staying closer to the boss.
We should probably. It may not be needed, but considering the complexity of Flights Rampant, assuming we're doing that on our next meetup, which I think is tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
We might want to record it just to
Yeah.
make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, I
for
was-
review, since we're gonna be doing that with Ultimates anyway.
Trying to say that I was streaming it, and I see Lorem baited his cone towards Jim.
Did I?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I could see it.
Uh-oh.
You moved just barely too soon.
Do you have a VOD review of that? Do you have the VOD of that?
I have the video, yeah. I can link it.
All right, let's see this.
The mystery is solved, Lauren.
That's why it's important to like either not to like I'm not saying like people are hiding stuff. Is to make sure that the mechanic
Well,
is
that's
going
all
as you
the
expect.
recording.
Well, right, but like the mechanic is going as you expected it to. If you didn't expect it to go that way,
It's like 12 minutes ago.
I'm there. Oh yeah, I definitely moved half a second too early. The cast is. Oh, I see. It like baits after the cast ends, or no? Maybe I
Yeah.
just moved after.
Oh,
Maybe the
I'm about to say it could be just like on your side, like the cast was probably still happening, but like
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, well that solves it. I'll have to set up OBS
yeah, same.
as well. I was
Yeah,
gonna
me-
do that for
me
Ultimates
too.
anyways, but
Damn, yeah, that really is what happened, huh?
yeah, and
Yeah.
that's okay. So like, that's why it's important because we just spent 20 minutes trying to figure out why we died. That's like
well, no, that didn't kill us
But we
though.
wouldn't-
Well,
yeah,
that's
that
Jim.
didn't kill us,
That-
to be clear.
Like-
yeah, what
Like,
killed
the
us was
orb
Marcus
still.
walking right into an orb. Like
Yeah.
it would have killed us
headbutting an
though.
orb. It would have
Yes,
killed us.
actually,
but
yes.
What,
Eventually, yeah.
what solved the mystery of the wipe?
Yeah,
Marcus just
for
walked
sure.
straight into an orb.
Yeah,
Which-
definitely.
which-
But like that's kind of like like you kind of like wasting 20, not in this case it doesn't matter,
Oh.
but for an ultimate you're kind of like theoretically wasting 20 minutes to figure out, trying to analyze why you died.
The
In
answer
an
is
ultimate,
always
we
going to
would pull up
be
a
check the
VOD,
VOD
right?
immediately.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Because the VOD immediately solved it for us. That really,
That's
I
true.
agree with what you're saying. But the answer is always going to be check the VOD.
I'm just triggered from this fight because like I've seen so many people like they'll rage quit in PF because someone's blaming them for something and they wouldn't admit to whatever like some like stupid mistake that everyone makes and they wouldn't admit to it, and then like it ends in this like weird, not that would happen here, but it's just like I've seen it just spiral just based off of assumptions and one person just being like, oh yeah, that was me, and then moving on.
Yeah, I just needed to like wait
Yeah.
1 second before I moved, and it would have been golden.
About
Yeah,
saying,
Well, until the debuff ticked up too high, and then
another
then it
problem
would
with
have
this
killed us.
mechanic too is that you'll get people like, for example, me in that last run I only got orbs like twice. Every other pull I got chains. So like you'll get people who get chains every single time and then they'll get orbs and then they haven't had enough practice to do it. So they'll like, you'll think you're progging and then all of a sudden they're like, someone gets something they hadn't had before. Kind of like T, I feel like. And then you're kind of like back to, that's why it gets kind of frustrating because you feel like you're progging just because like the same people are getting the same like combination, and then the game switches it up on you.
another thing you could do is like instead of just like waiting until the orb passes, you could just like scoot around it or scoot behind it, because that's what I'm seeing Isaiah do.
Yeah, if you're
Oh,
ranged, you go behind the orb,
yeah.
that's probably okay. Although the problem with going behind the orb is someone else is trying to get past your orb. Like if there's a melee trying to get in front of your orb and you're not moving your orb into the boss because you're moving away from the boss and you're baiting the orb like steadily off to the side, you're gonna end up drifting it into a melee who's trying to keep up time.
Wait, what do you mean by going behind it, Drake? Did you mean when I was a chain?
Like,
yeah. Or wait.
Oh
wait.
it was a chain? Do whatever, yeah.
Yeah, I was a chain in that case, but it's.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
But yeah, you don't want to like do random stuff if you have it's a pretty static positioning if you have an orb.
Yeah.
This is
just so you're not.
This is a unnecessarily precise positioning strat for
Yeah.
players, which is good practice. That's why I like it, because it's super precise and it's gonna teach everyone how to do orbs.
Yeah.
And how big the orbs are.
What if they just
They're
make it
big.
a downtime mechanic in the ultimate? So we don't even have to worry
DSR.
about time. Yeah, DSR.
DSR
pretty
type
much.
downtown.
Yeah.
I like
know,
mechanics
I
like that
hope
because
not.
they're harder. I don't know, because like they're
Like
harder because you're
downtime
not focused on the
mechanics
boss.
I like downtime mechanics existing, but I like Lights Rampant as an uptime mechanic.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was overdone in DSR, where like it was just kind of weird how much
Every
downtime there
mechanic
was.
downtime in DSR. There was.
But if you have like
one
one
boss,
big
that was it.
downtime mechanic, it's like really cool.
Oh yeah,
Like
Death of the Habits was sick.
Yeah.
What was the advanced relativity? The one that's entirely downtime.
Yeah.
It's just like a
Yeah,
fun little puzzle you solve for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I wonder how many relativities we get in this one. Is it still basic, intermediate, advanced, or like do they get a new attack?
Quantum relativity. We know for sure that there's a fourth apocalypse, right? Why wouldn't there be
Yeah, true.
a fourth relativity?
Master's relativity.
Spell and waiting relativity. Remember what you had and then iterate on it 10 minutes later. Or in a
Oh my
phase
God,
change.
They could do some sick ass shit. Imagine if you set positions like
In the first
randomly in
phase.
the middle of well, like the first time you see Gaia, you set some positions that you don't use for another like 3 minutes. It'd be great.
They can get really wacky with mirrors too.
Yeah, mirrors are underutilized in the Shiva fight itself, but they can be sick as hell.
Doesn't
doesn't
As long
have to
as
be
there's
like-
not a, as long as there's no way to solve it, like there was in Shiva, because at the in the end phase with the uptime mirrors, you just kind of like the KB knockback where you
Oh,
just
knockback mirrors. Yeah.
yeah, you just solved it because I don't think they accounted for like people doing that, which I don't think they will in I think in Ultimate they'll make it so that you actually have to do the mechanic the way it was designed. I don't know. I'm hyped.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what they do and what fights they pull from.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm worried it might only be 11, 8, and 12 phase 2, but on the other hand, that means we get a lot more Reven Gaia.
I'm
So,
really
like, maybe that's
coping.
good.
I'm coping for like stuff from 4, like uplift type mechanics where you have to like mess with
4 was
terrain
so
heights and stuff.
good.
But they won't. I'm coping. They won't. I doubt it.
I feel like there's a limit at which like they can't make there's a maximum number of Titan fights that they can make. You know?
I still like the uplift mechanic though, where like you have to split into like and then drop down into other tiles depending on what buff you get. And I wish they do something like that. It doesn't have to be Titan, but I wish it was the same mech for Titan. Where like I don't know. I'm coping though. That'll never happen.
I mean, the only phase, I mean, they'll probably definitely bring this, but phase or E12 phase 1, they might do something like that because you do have to do like a Titan mechanic in it.
Yeah, but that's like baby Titan. I don't know. That's
well,
partially why I don't like 1 is because it just takes like the most basic or not 1. The first I don't like the door boss of 12 because they like you have to do, the orange Titan spread and the it's just like the most basic mechanics of Shiva, Ifrit, and
I mean, they'd still maybe implement Titan. Like they might still do the uplift thing, but also do the spread, stack, and the other.
Well, yeah, but the point is that like at that point they're basically recreating the Titan fight, which they wouldn't do if it wasn't like Titan themed. So I don't think like it'll be like super Titan themed at all. It's definitely gonna focus more on like Gaia and Reem.
My copium was that we were gonna get a 12
I'm
phase
gonna bounce.
1
See you tomorrow.
phase.
See you, Mark.
So yeah.
Good night.
My copium was we were gonna get a 12 phase 1 phase, and that's where we were gonna get the Titan mechanics. But I don't.
Yeah.
But if we're not getting lions, then we're probably not getting 12 phase.
I think we're getting phase 1 of B12 because wasn't in the trailer like you'll see Rin and Gaia or something like that, like for like a cutscene kind of thing. Wasn't that there for the 7.1 patch, like towards the end? Like I don't know if that's something.
Oh, maybe.
Like yeah, let me see if I can find it. So it's like the crossroads, like yeah, it's like after they show you the title of it, and then like you see Rin and Gaia and the E12 phase 1. Yeah, let me just like
Well, I mean, at that point, why didn't they put lions in the fight? Lions is a good mechanic, you know?
They probably wasn't lions like the one mechanic like PF didn't, at least in their eyes, like hadn't, or the strat that they use is different from what PF did, kind of thing.
Maybe.
Well, the main thing was that people thought it would be lights rampant, and then it wasn't. It was a lot easier. That's what I remember people complaining about.
Oh, and I think I saw a post where there were. Let me see if I can also find other posts that can. It was something like with the data mines and like out of the fights, that were I think changed, or I don't know if changed is the right word, but like, let me see if I can find it. Because it mentions the music or something like that. I don't know what it was. I know it's for like the ultimate, but is it this? Oh, here we go. For anyone FRU prepping, there are 4 FRU related tracks I found. The data is clearly incomplete for them. They are not labeled by the hash finder I used for this thing, and we're just pulled out of the sort of raw garbage labels. So expect more tracks for the upcoming 7.11, Heat 8 Phase 1, Heat 8 Transition, E11, then E12 Phase 1. At least from what this comment I see on Reddit.
Okay. I wonder if we get the memories as an intermission. Because, like, that wasn't in Savage, but it was actually kind of sick in normal.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I imagine if they're going to do any kind of, like, I guess, puzzle mechanic, they maybe do something with the memories.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. That seems like where you would put, like, if you're gonna have another, like, lore-based puzzle like Phoenix or T, that's what you do with it, right? But anyways, I'm gonna hop out of here. Catch y'all later.
Yep. Same. Eat dinner. See
Good
everyone.
night.
All right.
This is it.
Hmm?
Oh, what Lauren posted. So can you just play 14 on your mobile device?
You can play 14 on mobile?
Well, I'm wondering what this thing Lauren posted in general. It says Final Fantasy 14 mobile reveal trailer. I don't know if it's like it's its own thing or if it's just I guess it's just 14 on, or I guess maybe it's just like own version of 14.
Be a weird idea to bring it to mobile after doing the massive like graphics update, but
Yeah.
then again, I couldn't not see it.
I don't know. Maybe it's its own different thing.
I don't know why like every game has to go to mobile.
Well, I just find it funny because they mentioned or they did like a parody of something like that like years ago, and now years later this happens. But I guess that it's probably something different. I don't know.
I wonder if maybe it's like a single player version.
Probably.
I mean, I guess for people who just specifically play for the story, would maybe like it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. They showed Limsa and kind of made it look like there were other players.
Mhm.
So maybe it actually is an MMO. It probably isn't gonna have crossplay if I had to guess. How bizarre would it be like raiding with somebody in PF doing like
Mhm.
I don't know T or something and they're just like I'm on mobile. Just that'd be funny. I'm gonna do expert.
Hmm.
Did you need it or
Nah, I'm busy crafting.
okay? My squad failed me.
Oh, your squadron.
Yeah.
I always hate doing those. I don't know why. I guess I just kind of hate it because like you can't perfect your squadron kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I know what you mean.
And so like every once in a while you get those like fail things. It's like, well, okay.
Yep. I mean, if it was like you could get multiple in a week, then I could understand, why you could fail, but like you can only get one like success per week.
Mhm.
So it doesn't really make sense why you can't just like get their stats perfect. Maybe not for like all of them, but like maybe like be able to have perfect stats for some every now and then.
Mhm.
I actually got one of the I don't remember what it's called. It's like the little Goo Goo Jaja minion from Highland Exploration.
Oh, sorry, what?
The like Gula Ja or whatever whatever the hell their names are. The
Yeah.
minion that you can get from the Highland Exploration. I actually got one.
Oh, nice.
I actually forgot what it's called. It's not glue. I'm gonna check.
I forgot. What are the expirations again? My mind's like blank.
The retainer missions, the ones
Oh,
you send for 18
the
hours.
yeah, okay.
I think I sold it for like 2.5 mil or something. I told Lena I was gonna give it to her, but she's like, just sell it. So I was like, okay.
I'm gonna say she's kind of hardly played this game. Like the only time she plays is when people ask for help, but other than that, she doesn't really play
Yeah.
a whole lot.
And I kind of stopped caring about collecting minions a few years ago.
Yeah,
There for a while, I was collecting like every single one that came out, and then I was just like, I don't know, I just stopped.
I think it's just like there's way too many just to collect. It's kind of like, uh, at one point you're gonna get tired and you're gonna feel like left behind, and it's like, well, I think it's just kind of not worth it as it used to be. So
Yeah. And I already have many minions that I like already. Like I have the Mischief Maker right now. I don't even remember which dungeon I got him from.
mhm.
Toko Taquito. Alexandria 2 days in a row.
I know that feeling. Because I'm like, it's like I think the last week I was like, I'm gonna do an expert. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get like the newest dungeon because it just came out. Nope. Alexandria.
Yep. True Hero. You know what that title's from?
True hero. No, but I can check that out. Or see if I can find it real quick. speed with a cast off Confederate while in possession of all four of the Imperial accessories?
What? Oh,
I don't
is that the like Garo thing?
maybe. Let me um
Oh, the tank just
it's
died.
it's like under items in general, and then like it's introduced in 5.3. Or no, wait. Sorry, it was introduced in 4.35. If that helps, it like or the achievements called or the achievement you're looking for is like dress for sick or dress for heaven. But yeah, I don't know what this.
Oh wait, I think
It might
that's actually from like Heaven on High or something.
maybe. Right, there's the video. Oh yeah, I think it is heaven on high.
We never finished our run of Heaven on High.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the heaven on high stuff.
Winter's Tales expired. Wrong button. That's unfortunate.
What happened?
For some reason, I like muscle memoried where my meditate was. So
Oh.
instead of meditating, I used the potion.
Mhm.
Not really that big of a deal, but still
Mhm.
funny. Because I've done it multiple times.
I think I'm gonna hop off here for tonight. So I'll see you
Alright.
later.
Good night.
Night.
Also have an alpaca. And it can fly as well. Everything can fly. Yeah, I have 133 mounts. And that's not even close to as many that are in the game. There's a lot more than that. They have a car too, from Final Fantasy 15. And it can fly. Flying car. Future bike thing, whatever you want to call it. I have another variant of T-Rex. This guy. He's like 2 big teeth. And I get like a little cover on his back with some pillows that I'm not even using. Oh. My game just crashed.